So here we got the Toyota Previa's oil filter. Now this one was on the Previa for a little long. Approximately 11,500 kilometers. Yes, I know. I left it on there a long time. But, and probably maybe 3 years it was on there. What's the date on here? Yeah, 07 of 2020. So, wow. I may have left it on there way too long. But I finally changed it and put a video out on that. I did put a motor master on, so, you know, I won't leave that one on nearly as long as this one was on there. But at the time, the van was going through troubles, and I was just trying to get it to run right. So, it wasn't running right. I was having troubles with it. I wasn't driving it much. So, I just didn't do oil changes on it. I just drove it sparingly here and there. Eventually, the mileage adds up. So, changed it. Got the filter. Let's see what kind of shape the inside of the engine is in. I've already pretty well did a review on one of these. So I'm just going to, let's cut her open. This shouldn't be too long of a video. Let us cut her open. It depends on how much I talk. Let's cut it open and take a look at the filtration and see how good the shape that van is in. At 506,000 kilometers now. And original engine. Nothing's ever been out. Nothing's ever been done as far as I know. And the engine, wow. Toyota engines just held together perfectly for that long. And tell you, I've abused it a bit, so... Which I'm certainly not abusing it now. Trying to keep her going as long as I can. Even though the body's rotten out, the van is still strong. Oh, man, I forgot how thick these Pro-Tec cases were. Made in China. Didn't know that. Well, I probably did. Seem to remember these are really good filters. I enjoyed them. I probably still have a bunch of them somewhere in the garage. Couldn't find any though, and had to put a motor master on. I had one motor master left, so I used it. Couldn't find my other ones. Wow. Is this thing that thick, or am I doing something wrong? Well, there we go. Tell you what I'm doing wrong right now. I gotta get my gloves on. Alright, got my gloves. Let us check out this filter that has 11,500 kilometers on it. That's insane. Well, the oil certainly was black. Wow. I really did let that oil go way too long. And that oil is not synthetic or anything. I just use normal oil in it. So that's the only way I've ever used in that, and that's the only way I'll continue to use in there. Well, she's a little hard now. So, and it had one of those springs in it. I couldn't remember. I should have looked back on my filters. Well, let us see. There is a little bit of collapsing going on here, I would say. Well, that's not too bad. But I'll tell you, she was being sucked in. So, yeah, she is definitely being sucked in. Is that something in there? Is there metal in there? We're going to have to open that up and take a look. But, wow, they sure look pretty different after you use them. But I'm guessing it did a fine job, though, right? Sure it did. Did a fine job. Well, it must have. It was on there for 11,500 kilometers. So, get out my trusty filleting knife and I'm going to cut off the filtration. Well, hopefully I got her cut. I have so many of these filters. Didn't know how I was ever going to go through them all. Yeah, let me see. I don't know how I didn't get that cut. Let's go around her again. Serrated fishing knife. Like them because the blades are strong. Serrated. And it cuts filters off very nicely. And they don't seem to go dull. So, alright, there we go. Now let's get this thing turned that way. Well, everything looks good here, right? Had an anti-drain back. Not an anti-drain back, it had a bypass valve. Obviously didn't have to use it. This filter sure is dirty though. Like, wow, I really put this one through the ringer. Oh, what do we got in here? We do have a bunch of particles along the side, but look at, hard to see. We do have a bunch of stuff along the side. So it was, yeah, having some dirty. That engine probably was getting pretty dirty with that oil that was in there. Yikes. I should have known better. Okay. Well, this thing definitely feels dirty. Whoa, what do we got here? Got a bit of silicone here. And wow, there is a lot of crap in here. Like sludge from, wow, that's probably not good. Yeah, there's a lot of grit on the outside of this filter that was stopped from going back through the engine. Oh, there's a sparkly. There's a sparkler right there. A couple of sparklies. So there is metal in this filter. Well, oh, there's a big piece of metal right there. I should have changed that oil sooner. Actually, there's lots of metal. Oh, I'm seeing lots of it now. No, not good, not good. Yeah, that should have had the oil changed a lot sooner than that. I think I overextended this oil. Because I got all sorts of just metal and dirt and sludge. Well, still starts and runs. No sound on how bad it is. I have to remind myself, check that oil or check the next filter, because this one looks like I did a few things to the engine. And I cannot believe how much sludge and crud is built up on the outside of this filter. But it gets filtered out, and the inside, she looks good. She looks very good. Nothing, no crud got put through again, except for, can't believe how much crud is on the inside of this case. Wow. Yeah, that's real good of me to do that, wasn't it? And all sorts on this inside of this. Now, that'll teach me for running an engine too long on regular oil and an oil filter that's only supposed to go 5,000 to 6,000 kilometers. But it looks like it did its job anyways. Kept the crap from getting through and running through the engine. And it's just a white piece. So, well, means all this means is I got to do better. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and it just proves, do your oil changes on time, and maybe this won't happen to you. Maybe use a little better oil than I do for that vehicle. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, hit a like if you feel like it. And until next time, I'll bring you hopefully another great video.